So, we all know that LEGO rarely ever gives out brand new face prints to the Ninja minifigures. The rare exceptions to this being the Prime Empire faces and any faces for the gimmick sets. For the other main set waves though, we are all used to that very generic movie face design for the Ninja. Well, after a recent interview with a LEGO set designer, we have just found out why this is the case, and how it's basically a case of clever decision making. Firstly, I will go over the standout of this interview with this designer and give you my full thoughts. Oh, and by the way, this all does come courtesy of Tips and Bricks on Instagram, so for more interviews like this, be sure to go and leave this account a quick follow. But they were asked, we got a lot of questions about minifigures, but the most popular by far was, why the Ninja minifigures have used the same face prints since the Ninjago movie? To which the designer responded with this. I am not going to read through all of it just for entertainment's sake, but to quickly summarise, all you need to know is, if they changed the face prints every season, we wouldn't get as many new characters, and that they are limited as to how many new face prints we can make. Apparently, 6 new face prints is the equivalent of introducing 1 or 2 completely new minifigures. Wow, so this was a lot of information we had no idea about previously, and it also gives us an insight into how LEGO as a company operates. So 6 brand new face prints is apparently the equivalent of introducing 1 or 2 completely new minifigures. So this could explain why we didn't see characters such as Racer 7 as a minifigure in the Prime Empire wave, same for Season 13, why didn't we get the Upley, etc. Instead, they focused on the new face prints. If you ask me, it's kind of a difficult decision and is also a very odd trade-off. Personally, if it is a decision, I'd have one wave with less new figures, but with a lot more brand new Ninja face prints, but only if the face prints were very universal and weren't just tied into one specific season. So basically just updates to the current face prints we currently have. Because after asking around, most people are really sick and tired of the movie face prints, myself definitely included. So that is our answer as to why we rarely get brand new face prints for each of the Ninja. They were also asked, do you think there's any chance of LEGO re-releasing old sets like Ninjago City, just like how the Death Star was released? And the designer basically goes on to say that it's a very complex process because certain parts from older sets may have been retired, which does actually make a lot of sense. Personally, I wish Legacy consisted of straight up re-releases of older sets, but realistically that's just never going to happen. And finally, I am going to go over one final question that stood out to me a lot. Given their success, do you see it as a guarantee that these modular Ninjago sets will continue in the future? And the designer then went on to say, I can't say it's guaranteed. We get to present lots of concepts and sometimes they get approved, but sometimes they are told not to bring it out. Which is interesting. This could mean that they've already tried to bring out a Borg Tower direct-to-consumer set, but they've been denied access to, well, actually release it, which would be a real shame, but hey, I'm just throwing that possibility out there, not saying it's true in the slightest. Link to the full Instagram interview should be left in the description, so make sure to go and check that out if you are interested. If today's video was informative and if it was enjoyable, then please do feel free to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a lot and it is greatly appreciated. With all of this being said, I will see you all in my next one.